This is the SOG Trident, by the way. We'll be doing a review on this in a little while. Hey everybody. Well, Massachusetts Prepper here. Today we're going to be doing a little review on a fitness tracker called the Fitbit Charge. Now, prior to using the Charge, I was using the Fitbit Force, which I really liked. It gave me all the options that I wanted, counted the number of steps I was taking, the miles traveled, the calories burned, the number of stairs I had gone up for your very active minutes, and it had a watch on the front of it. It had a nickel alloy in the band, and I'll show you on this Charge right here. The nickel alloy was right around where you can see this whole black part right here. It was all nickel, and that caused a rash. Now, I put it off as long as I could. I really liked the Force and I wanted to keep it. I did everything I could trying to keep it by putting tape on the back of it so it wouldn't be in contact with my skin, and ultimately I had to send it back for a refund because the rash was just getting worse. In the meantime, I still wanted to be able to track my fitness. I picked up the Fitbit Flex. Now, the Flex doesn't record stairs climbed. It doesn't have a watch. You basically tap it and it shows you your activity by 5 dots along the front of the screen to let you know how close you are to achieving your step goal. If you tap it several times, it goes into sleep mode, indicated by the 2 dots on each end. You tap it several more times and it indicates that it's coming out of sleep mode by lighting up all the bars and vibrating. The problem with this is, if you're wearing it on your dominant hand or your non-dominant hand, and you do something where you have to strike something several times with that, it will put it into sleep mode. So throughout the day, you will go in and out of sleep mode a dozen times, which is kind of bad if you're trying to track the quality of your sleep, because, you know, this thing tells you how many times you've been awake and how many times you've been restless through the night. So that's a downside of this. Now, the clasp on it is done very well. It holds. I've never had any trouble with this coming off my wrist. The Force, on the other hand, always came off. You just bumped it and it came off. But they came out with the Fitbit Charge, so I decided to pick up the Charge. Now, the Charge comes in, you know, quite a few different colors. It's black, there's slate, there is a bright blue. The Flex, you can buy bands for it, because this little thing right here pops right out, and you have to take this out to charge this device, and then it fits right back in here. And this band is waterproof, so you can wear this in the shower and rain and, you know, not damage it. The Force was not waterproof, it was water resistant. Same way with the Charge. It is water resistant. Of course, you got a couple of contacts right there, so if water gets in there, you could have a problem. That's not saying you can't wear it in the shower. I wore my Force in the shower, didn't have a problem with it. I have yet to wear this one in the shower. Now, on the Fitbit Charge, you can tap it a couple of times and the clock pops up. There's also a button on the side, and the button brings you to your time, your steps taken, your miles that you've walked, your calories burned, the number of stairs you've climbed, and then we go back to the clock. Now, this also has a caller ID, so when a phone call comes in on your smartphone, if you have it synced up with your device, you'll see the name or number of the person calling you, so you know that call is coming in. The band is very well designed. It's got a texture. Kind of reminds me of kind of what a you know, a G10 on a knife feels like, but it's not G10. This is rubber. Very well made. I really like the aesthetics of the band and the clasp. They listened to everybody that was complaining about the link, and they fixed it. It's got a very secure hookup. When you snap it in, it's actually kind of hard to get snapped in, which gives it a really secure snap. If you catch on this, you're not just going to pop it off. If I did that with the force, that thing would have been off. You really got to grab this and pull kind of hard to get it to snap off. So overall, the Charge is a huge improvement. They've done away with the nickel. It's all plastic now on the back. Fits very well, comfortable to wear. I really like the way it looks. So all in all, my preference over the Fitbit Flex and the Fitbit Charge, the Charge is a clear winner for me. Some people, you know, like the Flex. They like the simplicity. Both of these connect to a dashboard on your computer, which is free, and you get all kinds of stuff that you can track. There's even a premium membership that you can purchase if you want, and that lets you set up all different kind of fitness programs and stuff where you can really take your, you know, your exercising, weight loss, or maintenance, or whatever to the next level. Now, last year when I first started using the Force, I ended up dropping quite a bit of weight. I went from 196 down to 173. Then over this past summer, we had a lot of stuff going on. Weren't able to stick to the, you know, the better eating lifestyle and the exercising, and kind of fell off the wagon, you might say, as far as maintaining the weight loss. And now here we are, the first of the year of 2015, and Massachusetts Preppers sitting here at 206 pounds. So it's back on the wagon, getting back to the healthier eating and everything. The goal is by summer, we're going to be back down around that 170 mark, feeling good, looking better, and you know, just feeling good about our progress. Anyway, everyone, this is just the little review on the Fitbit Charge versus the Fitbit Flex. Both good trackers. You know, the Flex does have that one weakness and not as many features. The Charge, very well rounded. They are coming out with a Charge HR, which has a heart rate monitor on it, as well as all the other features. And there's one above that, and I can't remember what that one is off the top of my head. But the Charge, $129.99 at Best Buy. But anyway, this is the Massachusetts Prepper, bringing you another review. Until next time, take care.